I've previously on this channel spoken on footballers who you used to hear about all the time but who then just disappeared from the limelight out of nowhere. In this video we will take a slightly different approach and speak on players whose career ended for the absolute strangest, weirdest, most unexpected or oddly funny reasons, as well as players who took the most unexpected paths after retirement. It's all from bizarre personal decisions to full-on plot twists, and it gets worse and more odd as we go, so let's begin. Quincy Promes. I have to cover him since his career took one of the wildest left turns in football history. From starring for Ajax and the Netherlands to becoming Spartak Moscow's top scorer, he looked set for a solid legacy. Then it all went completely off script. First came a conviction for stabbing his cousin, followed by an even bigger shock. A 6-year prison sentence for smuggling over 1,300 kilos of that white stuff. Yeah, actual drug trafficking. But instead of prison, Promes kept playing in Russia, as they have no extradition policy with the Netherlands. And then he somehow ended up at a club in the United Arab Emirates. But just now in June of 2025, he got extradited to the Netherlands to serve a 7.5-year prison sentence. What started as a promising winger's career has basically turned into a Netflix crime doc. Let's move on to André Schürrle. He won the World Cup in 2014 at 23 years old, and his biggest career highlight was assisting Mario Götze's winning goal in the World Cup final. He played for great clubs like Leverkusen, Chelsea, Wolfsburg, Borussia Dortmund, and later in his career he ended up in Fulham as well as Spartak Moscow, like the previous guy, Quincy Promes. But he retired in 2020 at the young age of 29 years old. He said that it was due to the mentally straining demands of top football. And to be fair, having won the World Cup early in his career, you can sort of understand that he probably felt like the best times were behind him. It's not really much that can compare as a footballer. But since walking away, Schurrle is frequently seen on social media appearing as some sort of crossover between Wim Hof and David Goggins, climbing snow-covered peaks shirtless in extremely cold weather. And if that wasn't enough, he's knocking out marathons too. At the side of this, he invested in Sanity Group, a medical broccoli company, and have also put money into the fantasy football platform Sukur and pizza brand Happy Slice. This next guy is ex-Real Madrid player Thomas Gravesen. Do you remember this brute enforcer known for his wild tackles and intense personality? Well, he kind of vanished after retiring at only 32 years old. It was later revealed that he had moved to Las Vegas of all places and built a fortune on high-stakes poker. He allegedly has won up to $800 million in high-stakes poker, but also lost $500 million in one night. He's basically like football's Bigfoot now. The rumors are many and the sightings are rare, but always legendary. This next one is really strange. Let's move on to retired Argentinian goalkeeper Carlos Roa. Fresh off winning the Copa del Rey and starring for Argentina at the 1998 World Cup, Roa left football in '99 due to his devout Seventh-day Adventist beliefs, convinced that the apocalypse was imminent in the year of 2000. He basically left football because he was convinced that the world was ending. He trained spiritually instead of physically. But as the world didn't end, he decided to return. But he never reached his old level, to be frank. Okay, let's do one more. Once a national hero, Hakan Şükür led Turkey to a World Cup bronze and became the country's all-time top scorer. Today, he lives in exile in the US, driving Uber and doing live football analysis on YouTube. After retiring from football, he entered politics and fell out with President Erdogan. Accused of links to the 2016 coup attempt, his assets were frozen and his name was erased from Turkish football history. Erdogan took everything from me, Sukur said in 2020. From leading the nation to living in exile driving Uber. But that was all for today. Please let me know if I missed anyone, and also please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and good